Okay, so today's video is going to be about an Ulta soup. If you don't know what an Ulta soup is, it's a box of either returns or things that they're getting rid of. They're usually, they're all brand new. But what they do is they take them, they throw them in a box, and they pour makeup and stuff all over them. And Ulta is, it's their rules, they have to do this. Once in a while you'll find one that's not too bad. Most of the time they're really gross. But at the same time, you know it's just makeup. If you can wash it off, you can salvage some of the things in here, which are high dollar things. So when we find a box like this, it's usually sealed in their dumpster, and you'd bring it home. What I do is I let mine sit for a couple of weeks or a month or so just to dry out a little bit. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. But we're going to do this on the table today. I've got a plastic liner down. I've got the sink close by. So I wanted you first of all just to see what it looks like when you first open it up. It sometimes is mixed with other trash. And I don't do these very often because I don't need makeup for one. And another thing, it's just gross. It's gross, but it's good product that is being destroyed. And if you can salvage any of it, somebody can use it. But I wanted to do this one because I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it's like. And then you'll be able to watch me as I go through it and clean it up and what we're able to salvage and not salvage. So right now I just wanted you to see what it looks like as I open it. And then I'll video you, I'll let you watch while I go through it and start cleaning it out. Okay, so this is a first bag that we're going to open up. We have a L'Oreal empty. Throw it away. We have another empty L'Oreal. That was a tester. And another one. And an empty bottle of something. And this is Infallible Paints. This is makeup. We'll see if we can find the lid to that. This is L'Oreal Infallible something cover up. And you can see how they just ran something through it to ruin it. But that can be saved. We can pat that down, clean that up, and save that. I know it sounds gross to some, but to others it's just normal. This is Revolution. They completely destroyed it. I'm not sure what that goes to yet, but we'll put it to the side. Okay, this is another compact that's completely been destroyed. Somebody had fun with this bag. That's empty, whatever it is. That's pretty gone. It's a tester. Gone. Most of the stuff will be goner. But if there's anything we can salvage, some think it's worth it. I don't. I'm just doing this all for the video. These are pretty much empty. That one you probably could salvage, but it's got purple mixed in with it, so we're going to pitch it. This one, empty, pitch it. I put lids aside just in case. This is Seductress. It is Maybelline. Maybelline is not worth keeping. And this is some more of the base makeup. Nothing left in it. I guess that's what it is anyway. Nothing left in it. Empty. 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 A lot of Revlon testers they got rid of that day. Empty. That is a color tattoo crayon gray crystal. We'll put that aside. Don't know why yet, but we just will. I'm pulling out all these brushes because we don't know if there's anything salvageable that they go to. That's pretty much toast. Some pads that came out of some of this stuff. Some lids. Yeah, somebody toasted this whole entire bag of stuff. So we weren't able to salvage too much out of there. We'll put everything aside while we go to the next bag. Okay, so here we are on bag 2. As you can see, it is very messy. I can tell it's still wet. We got trash, trash, empty trash, empty, empty, a lid, empty, and empty. Some feel that this is worth it. I do not. Occasionally you will get a good one that has a lot of stuff you can save, but this second one, no, we're not getting anything out of this. I've got a feeling it might as well be the whole thing thrown. But I'll go ahead and do this. See, this is how they do it. They cut the end off and then they dump it all in there and swish it around, and that's what they call it, soup. Occasionally you'll find a bottle of perfume or makeup or something that they didn't do too bad with. We'll wash that up and see what that is. Yucky. Empty. That's Estee Lauder. It looks like there's still some in there. That is the brand I use. There's some in that. We can wash it up and see what we get. Empty. Some of these I can't even get open. It's not even worth it. You can see my hands. All this. The thing about it though is it is just makeup. It's not garbage or poison or anything like that. It is just makeup. So if you can keep remembering that, it actually will not drive you buggy. Make you want to puke or anything like that. I'm just throwing away all this stuff because I'm not seeing anything that's salvageable. And there's still tons more of it in here. Yeah, my husband hates it when I bring one of these home, which I don't so much anymore. Nothing in there. Simply because, as you can see, it's more trouble than it's worth. That has quite a bit, I believe, left in it. After we clean it up, we'll see. This has quite a bit left in it, and that's Clinique. This feels almost full. We'll check it out. And check them out more after you wash them off. If it feels heavy to me, It doesn't necessarily mean there's anything in it. It just means that the bottle could have some in it, or the bottle could just be heavy bottle. This is some Clinique. We'll see what's in that. I'm not sure what this is, but I'll wash it up and look. That feels pretty heavy. Empty. Feels like we'll check it out. Empty. Now I'm getting tired of it, so I'm just basically pulling a few things out and going to trash the whole bag. That has quite a bit of powder in it, if we can clean it up. I don't know why these are so hard to open, but they are. We'll clean that up and see what that is. Okay, so bag 2. And we'll get bag 3 next. Okay, now we're going to do the 3rd bag. So let's see if there's anything salvageable in here. I'll just show you the kind of things that they throw away. This was a huge trash. I'm sure it's all trash, but I just wanted, for the video's sake, for y'all to see what this is. I'm sure you've heard about it. Empty Morph. Trash. More trash. Some kind of pump. I'll keep that. Empty trash. Trash. More trash. Gel moisturizer, almost full, but it got eyeshadow in it. Empty, empty. More palettes that have been emptied, all emptied. Brush that can be cleaned. Brush that can be cleaned. A palette that they didn't quite get to, saved. Every now and then you'll find something that This is some kind of hair mask. There's quite a bit in it. That palette's all icky. Icky is the word. Icky. This must be what they emptied all over everything. And this, emptied and cut. Plumping powder. Some in there. Sometimes rather take a beating than do this. Ugh. Right now I'm just going through the last of it, seeing if there's anything that's salvageable. Think is salvageable, and we'll see what it is. Okay, so I've washed them with just soapy water, and I want to show you what we're left with other than this huge mess. This is okay. I'm going to just wipe it off with alcohol and let it dry out real good. And it's this baked powder blush. So we saved that. This is a trio eyeshadow. It's by Ulta Beauty, Baked Eyeshadow Trio. And this just will get wiped with alcohol and dried out. And here's another one. This is Lake View. This is not the trio. It'll get wiped with alcohol and dried out. And the last one is another trio. Brand new. It'll get wiped with alcohol. You just take some alcohol and a rag and wipe it off. It sterilizes it and dries it out. And then this palette, I'm going to wipe it with alcohol and kind of mush it back in there so it's decent looking. It's the Infallible Total Cover by L'Oreal. There were two of these Becca Chloe palettes. And they're going to get wiped off with alcohol and dried out a little bit. It's almost brand new. It's got all these. So yeah, I just washed the outside of these. The inside will get washed with alcohol and then kind of put back in there nice and neat. It's another one of those. And then I was able to clean up these wet Brush Pros. There's 2 sizes there. There was some Clinique moisturizing lotion in here, about half a bottle. Now, these bottles that don't have lids, I normally find the lids, but I'm not outside today. I'm inside, and I don't really want to dig for the lids, so I'll probably just cap these off with a little bit of plastic wrap or something to put down in there. And this is the Catrice Cosmetics HD coverage. If you're interested in any of this stuff, I'll be glad to package it up and ship it to you. Just pay your shipping. This is MAC makeup, almost completely full. This is some kind of Batiste Stylist plumping powder. Plump My Locks, Instant Volume, Brute. There's a little left. And this is Cover Fix Foundation, full bottle. This is a pretty full, I'd say it's at least half of the Tarte Double Duty Beauty. And then there's this NYX Professional Makeup. Got a couple of dark ones. Cocoa is the color for that. And Cocoa. So 2 Cocoa and a True Beige. And there's a couple more over here. There's the Warm Honey. I was able to find the lids for these because I laid a few aside as I went along. And this color is Sienna. This is a full bottle of Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Serum. This is like maybe 1/8 of a bottle of Estee Lauder makeup. This is 1/3 of a bottle of L'Oreal True Match. And then we have the, see, I already did those. So we have another Tarte. That thing's full. And this is a Hello Happy Benefit. That's full. And then we have another Estee Lauder, about 1/3. A whole bottle of Redken Volumizing Volume Spray Foam. An entire bottle of Tarte Double Duty with the lid. And then about 1/3 of a bottle of Clinique with the lid. And I salvaged a pump in case I need it. But that is everything we got out of 3 of their soup bags, boxes, whatever, after cleaning up. And I will tell you that the mess is crazy. You will want to do this outside with a hose and soap and buckets and all that good stuff. And then it's got to, I've still got to put alcohol on some of these and rub them real good and let them dry out. And it's best to do it outside so you can lay it all out on maybe a tarp or something. You can find the lids that go to the right bottles, because it makes it so much nicer to have makeup if you've got the lid for it. But this video was not basically for me to use any of this stuff. It was just to show you how the process is that I do, and let you kind of see if it's worth it to you or not. And again, I'll say, if you want any of this stuff, just message me, comment, whatever, let me know what you want or ask about, and I'll wrap it up real good and mail it to you, and just all you need to do is pay your shipping. So that concludes the Ulta soup box video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, because I'm not getting very many thumbs up, and I would really like some. And also, subscribe if you're not subscribed and you're watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe, because I do a lot of different things. I do some dumpster diving, some thrift store shopping, not so much cleaning like some of the others do. I'm not into cleaning. I'm not into watching people clean. Yuck. But this is a little bit of a different cleaning job here. So I'm going to be hitting yard sales this summer and stuff, so I'm going to have all kinds of different kinds of videos, some cooking videos I've posted, grandchildren, just anything that a mom does with an empty nest after all her kids are raised and gone. This is what this mom does. So go ahead and subscribe. You might like some of the other stuff that I post. And hit that little bell, that way you know as soon as I post one, you can be the first one there. So thank you for watching, and have a great weekend.